And we should be back now.
Testing.
Everybody!
Testing.
Well, hopefully y'all can hear us this time.
Yeah, hopefully.
Looks like it's
Otherwise,
working.
yelling "Luck of Fools" doesn't help.
Luck of Fools!
For the first time in quite a while, I'm here at the beginning. Hello.
This is terrifying.
Hey!
Did anybody else check outside for flying pigs?
Yes.
Because I didn't see any. Did anybody else see a flying pig?
No.
All I saw was that there was like a 60% chance of weather, 30% chance of sky.
Oh, I see.
Some
What's the
pressure
other-
in the atmosphere.
What's the other
coming in.
10%?
We don't know. Our data doesn't have anything like that. But I can say that some temperatures will be felt somewhere throughout the state today and tomorrow.
I see.
In both states, not only here, but in Oregon.
Yeah,
I mean, Washington.
there will be
Indubitably.
temperatures.
Just
Probably.
temperatures. There will be temperatures.
Is the Great Salt Lake dry yet?
Almost.
No, there's a satellite picture of a lot of snow, so it's filled back up again.
It's filled with snow.
Actually, I think there was a report that came out and said that with the rains we got in January and the other moisture, it did
went back
raise
up.
like a foot.
Yeah,
That's a lot of water
it is for that lake. Yeah,
to raise
love-
the whole Salt Lake by 1 foot.
by a foot. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I left a wheelbarrow outside all winter, and it's full of ice. So that's
Imagine
a lot
that.
of water.
It's funny how that works.
I know. Cool. Well, let's get going.
Okay.
Dave, do you have a recap for us? Or
So the weather was the sponsor. So sponsored by Crumb's Weather Report. The
Nailed it.
recap is we killed some stuff. We found a green skull, and we found a gnap.
exactly. What were you gonna say, David?
I said nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Because Crumb did the weather report, so nailed it.
Perfect. All right. Well, that's where we will start then. We'll start the session where you rescued Green Skull. You found Knapp. Knapp bonded with Green Skull. I don't know if Green Skull knows this, but Knapp does. And yeah, that's where we'll start, as you are all in the dungeon trying to figure out what to do. Action.
Trying to figure out what to do.
Or just,
What
I
were,
leave you to it.
what were we sent here to do in the first place? Someone contact the wizard.
What? So what brings you here?
Doing a wizard thing, I think. Should we try to take out the other armies or check on them? Or explore
You're
the
doing
rest
a-
of this keep?
You're doing a wizard thing?
Yeah, wizard thing. Wizard wanted us to do a thing.
I see. So, I don't see any turtle people amongst your group. Is that normal?
Well, we had a turtle person at one point. He was my friend, Bait.
I see.
Why are you asking about turtle person? Do you know any?
Well, I saw a turtle guy coming through here not too long there before you guys came in.
Was it a good turtle person or a bad turtle person?
I didn't ask, so I'm not sure. He came in. He was talking to my father there. He was talking to him about making a new army or something. Taking over smaller towns.
That was probably the bad one.
Yeah. Said something about a staff of great power. And then they went to the map room upstairs.
When you say the map room, then Knapp perks up, and then he walks over to you, Fifth, and starts to try and get your attention by he reaches up and just grabs the bottom of your tunic, your whatever upper clothes you're wearing, Hey, Mr. Bunny.
Yes. Yes, Knup. What is it?
Are you the one in charge now? Because Babe's gone.
He looks at Shay. Is Shay there?
Yeah.
She's with us. Or at least I'm assuming she hasn't left yet.
I'm listening up the stairs.
Are you visible or just?
She's at the stairs listening for anyone coming down,
Oh, okay.
or trying to get an idea of what's going on up above. So she has no idea what you're talking about.
I think I'm in charge. Because I'm the
Yes, I'm in
tallest.
charge. Or Shay is. Shay, are you in charge?
Why am I in charge?
One of us sensible people should. I'm in charge. Yes, Knup, I am in charge.
Okay. Well,
I lean in. He thinks he's in charge.
and Knapp gets kind of confused at this. Well, it's up to you if you what you want to do. They took some of my shinies. They're upstairs in the picture room. So if you wanted to, we could go get those, or I could go get them and meet you or something. But they have some of my shinies upstairs.
Sure. Let's go and retrieve your shinies, Knup.
Hey, small thing. Gnap.
Yes.
What's a shiny?
Oh, let me tell you. So you know when you're looking out and you see like the most beautiful thing ever that like it like catches your eye and just like your entire focus and being is devoted to that one thing above all else?
No.
Well, you'll learn. Shiny, that's what a shiny is. And then he
Okay.
goes and he walks up to Eleva and he taps her and she looks down. Yes. And he sees the little dagger like on her hip and asks, "Can I see your dagger?" And she's like, "No." And then he gets flummoxed and then he starts asking around for people as he sees weapons, trying to find a dagger or something to show. He goes up to you, Crumb, and says, "Do you have Crumb? Do you have a shiny I can borrow?"
I think so. Let me check my bag. Let's see, I've got this thing. I'm just rummaging through, and I'm going to hand him something. Let's see.
As you're rummaging, Green Skull's gonna be like, Do you need this? And I hand out the trident that I'm borrowing from Crumbs. And offer it to him.
No, that's not good enough. You'll know it when you see it.
Oh, this thing, and I pull out a wand of misplaced objects, and I offer it to him.
And he looks at it, and then he waves it around a couple of times.
Gnap, did you notice to help you retrieve your shinies? Or is this
Yes,
sufficient?
sorry.
Are you looking up what it does?
Yeah. Let's see.
10-second intermission. No.
He looks at you, Nevere, and then he like starts to cast. He starts to wave the wand around, and then he accidentally activates the wand as it shoots at you.
Oh.
And it hits you.
Oh. What wand is this again?
The wand of misplaced items. Objects, my bad.
So you feel something kind of weird, like everything that you had like in your pockets is no longer there. Well, actually, no. Nope. Sorry, you feel different bulges like completely change around. So like something that you thought was in your right pocket is now like in your back pocket. Like your staff is like coming out of your pants. Just a whole bunch of different things that like you
Put it
had
on
on your
your head.
person. And
Put it on
orga,
your head or something, right?
yeah, and just like everything that you had on you and in your bag is now completely moved around and like not where it should be. And as that happens,
Yes. Okay.
sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it. Go for it.
So yeah, so as that happens, and Knack jumps back and looks back. I'll show you a shiny later. This is not a shiny, and then he gives it back. Panicked that he made it happen. He throws it back at Crumb and just kind of walks away and just kind of shrinks down. Well, I'll show you later, Mr. Green Guy.
Okay, sounds good. Hey,
Show
Mr.
us the way to your other shinies now.
Mr. Crumbs,
Yeah.
can I have that wand?
Sure. I'm not using it. Here you go.
Thank you.
I have this other one, and I pull it out. It's my wand of smiles, and I flick it at Green Skull.
Is his face physically capable of a smile?
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't think so. How many... So is that wand an actual item in D&D
Yeah.
Beyond?
Yeah.
And what was it called?
Wand of Smiles.
No, not that one. The other one that
Oh.
I just borrowed from you.
The wand of
other one.
misplaced objects.
Wand of misplaced objects.
Because it doesn't show up on my inventory page
Oh,
for
that one
adding
may not.
inventory.
Oh,
That
sorry.
one
I
may
thought the
not
Wand
be.
of Smile. The Wand of Smiles.
The Wand of
is, I don't
Smiles
know what
is.
the other one.
Okay.
I'll put in the link to the wand of misplaced objects.
Okay, just how many charges does it have? Is really what I need to know. Or is it limitless like the Wand of Smiles?
This one doesn't actually say. So we'll say it has 5 per day.
So now that my pockets are everywhere, do I know where Sir Lanford is? Like, can I feel him? Or is that like what I recognize is like placement?
He's in your boot.
Yeah, you would recognize that he completely he changed from where he was. I'm not sure how you would how do you imagine you carrying him around?
Normally inside like a pocket inside of like his like inner breast cloak, kind of, you know.
He's a lot smaller than I was picturing then.
Yeah, I thought it was like a potted plant kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's potted. It's just like a very small plot.
Like
Okay.
a bean sprout kind of a thing?
Something small.
Kind of like you can like cup in like both of your palms.
Gotcha.
Pretty big to fit in a breast pocket.
I don't know.
Well,
And then how
either
do
way,
you-
yes, it's. We'll say you have abnormally large pockets, and he definitely was moved out of your breast pocket into, let's say, it was crammed into your back pocket.
Alrighty. Upon feeling that, I immediately start looking for Lanford, and upon finding him, he would pull him out, he'd stare at him, and he turns to all of you guys, and he goes, "So Lanford can teleport."
Oh.
Well, is that new for him?
Very new. I've never seen this before from him.
Well, congratulations, I suppose.
Do I know what that wand is called? Do we know what that wand is called and what it does? Who knows what that wand is called?
Was that something? I don't remember where that came from. Was that from Quester's?
Yeah, that was on Quester's body. Krem's never used it, so it's just a wand. At this point, Krem has no idea what it is.
Yeah, so you guys have never seen this before because he looted it when you guys were all gone. So this is the first time that you've seen it. He somehow has another
This is
wand.
its debut.
Yes.
Okay,
His debut.
so
But
would I have a pretty good idea of that? The teleportation was probably a result of something from the wand that was pointed at him.
yeah,
Imagine, from our perspective, it would look like all of his clothes all of a sudden shuffled around his body.
I mean,
Well,
we
this is
saw
the stuff
magic
that's-
shoot out of the wand. And
yeah, the
then
wand
hit
has
Stuff
full
to
is-
there, and then all of his stuff shifted around.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
any
I
of us with the semi-good intelligence can put 2 and 2 together, I would assume.
Well, was it like the pockets themselves shifted, or just the contents of the pockets?
The contents of the pockets.
Okay, so I mean,
And articles of clothing too, or no? I think because that's what I read in the description, Jared. Sorry. Whatever you
All
wanted to say.
yeah,
what is
all
it?
carried items.
Because what I read was like example scenarios would be like in combat. If you use that, then all of a sudden the person who's holding an axe, all of a sudden the axe is like, hilted, but the hilt is full of coins. Like all the coins left their coin purse and filled up their hilt, and the sword is like somewhere else, and their boots on their head, and their foot's now standing like the helm shifted down to their foot, like just kind of rearranges the contents and all their clothing
However, the stuff within a bag of holding or similar
is
are
untouched.
ignored.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So, yeah,
clothing is rearranged too.
Yep. I guess it's
Oh.
up to Jared. That's what I read in the description.
I don't know. It doesn't specifically say that in the one that he linked me, but
Oh, gotcha.
What do the words say?
when activated, these wands emitted golden orbs that swarmed around the target, temporarily confusing them to the point where they could not move. When the orbs vanished moments later, they caused all the target's carried items to shift to a different point on their person. The moved items could either be inconveniently relocated or not even seen at all. The impact of the sudden confusion of the items shifting caused the target to move about slowly until they rearranged their gear. The power of a wand of misplaced objects has no effect upon items carried within a bag of holding or similar objects. However, the bag of holding itself would be relocated.
Interesting. Okay,
Good-
well,
good
I mean,
item to give.
the shiny golden orbs would make this real obvious where that came from. Green Skull. I believe the teleportation was a result of the magic from the wand that you now hold. So yes, abnormal for the plant.
Okay. Why you gotta rain on his parade like that?
I do not believe Sir Lanford could be subjected to such minuscule magic. I think that he did it so himself. He is amazing.
I walk over to Fifth and put my hand on his shoulder. This is why I wasn't going to question it. It's not worth the brain power to try and convince him otherwise. Just let him believe that his Sir Lanford or whatever it is moved or teleported on its own.
Okay.
You will burn yourself out trying to convince you. There was a saying that my father used to say before he died, and it was that you can't fix stupid. So,
You knew your father?
yes, he's lying over there.
Wow. What did he
You-
look like?
He's literally right there. You killed him.
Oh.
I'm
I'm
pointing
sorry.
I'm pointing straight at the
corpse.
the scientist guy.
The decapitated.
Yeah, the decapitated whatever he
I
was.
sit there and I stare at where he's pointing, and then I look back at him. You don't look like your father.
Nope, no family resemblance.
You were adopted?
I was created.
Well, we were all created.
Once more, Gnap, take us to the shinies.
Okay.
Please.
All right, let's move on.
All right.
I like that idea.
Chinese. So he starts to walk up to the stairs and like kind of listens. Hey, lady, what was your name again?
Shay?
Shay. Have you heard anything?
Not that I can hear.
Okay.
Everyone's talking too loud.
Yeah. Bunnies have a tendency to do that. Let's
Fifth
just
ear
be
twitches.
quiet.
Lowering volume.
Fifth other ear twitches.
Is this better, Shay?
Yeah, we can be
that's
quiet.
better.
All right, sorry about that.
Okay. So he starts to walk up, and as you all start to walk up the stairs, you enter into the room that you were in. And as you hear, right as you enter in, then you hear just an extremely loud, magical voice that just reverberates through the entire area. And for a while, you have a hard time even understanding it. But after a while, after a couple of words, you're able to kind of hone in and understand what it is and who it is. You realize that it's Abner, who's speaking extremely loud. It's just in some magical way he's magnified his voice, and essentially you hear that he is condescendingly commending the townspeople for the battle that's fought, and essentially telling them to just give up so that he can have them join his recruits. If they give up, it'll be easy and semi-painless, but if they keep fighting, they're still going to become recruits, but it will be much more painful, and there's no point in continuing on. And as that happens, then Knapp kind of falls to the ground and gets back up and looks at you terrified. He doesn't know, but he's so mad. Let's hurry and go to the map room, or the shiny room, and then we can go.
That there sounds like that turtle guy that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, he's the one that put me in that cell.
He's fake bait. He's the evil one.
I see. Which way to the map room?
Follow me. And he's going to have, well, let's see, let me get his token out. There it is. So he's going to bring you out and then slowly start to sneak in.
Why
Around.
Why are you moving so slow?
We gotta be sneaky, just in case anybody's around here.
Oh, I see. He's gonna try and enter stealth.
All right.
That's a solid 13.
All right. Everybody else roll stealth as well.
Can someone roll for me? I'm away from keyboard.
Yes.
I got in that one.
Already?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So I got a 5.
What? I got a 16.
You have a plus 11 in stealth? Dang.
He likes to min-max. Do you have Elba as well? Or did you need me to do that? I've got her sheet up if you want me to do it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. it'll even let me do it, I guess.
Shay got 26.
Okay.
I think this is the highest stealth roll I've ever had is Crumb.
What'd you get?
So,
16. And that's with disadvantage.
Oh, nice.
so I'll say that with between the accumulation of everybody, even though Nevere rolled really bad, collectively between everybody else, you all got a good enough roll that you were able to kind of like hone in and stop it before you did anything bad.
Can I add some flavor?
Yeah.
So I see that Nevere's just like still going on about Lamfort teleporting. So I just cover his mouth. I like slink up behind him and just cover his mouth and like hold him, like kind of shuffle dragging him. Nope, I'm gonna just straight up pick him up and hold his mouth and carry him to help keep him quiet.
All right. Yeah. If he doesn't fight you on it, then you definitely you do that.
He's a bit confused, but he just decides to go with it.
Okay. All right. So collectively, you guys roll a high enough stealth roll that you're able to walk through, and nothing interferes with you as Knapp slowly walks around, and then he brings you into this room. Into it looks like it was at one point a dining room, but it's been turned into, well, for what you can tell, it's a war room. It has a ginormous table in there in the main room that has all sorts of maps everywhere. And right as soon as you walk in, Knapp runs up, jumps onto the top of the table, and then just does a dive, like a swan dive, and like belly dives onto the table. And so he slides about 3 feet until he finds a cup. And he grabs it, and then like he looks at it with just ginormous bug eyes. I found the shiny.
Seeing this, I put Nevere down and shrug, assuming that stealth time's over.
What? Does the cup look valuable?
No, it looks like a tin cup that's just kind of shiny.
Is that the only shiny? I thought you said there were more.
I
You
said
said all the shinies.
all the shinies.
So,
Is this one cup all the shinies?
You realize that this is a special cup? It's a special shiny.
Ooh.
Bait gave me this cup.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Bait gave him that cup.
Oh,
Bait gave me this cup.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a
I
special
totally
cup
did.
right there.
I totally gave him that.
One ear droops.
So, guys, I'm new to this. We're just here for the trinkets? Are maps important? Is this the map room? Is there anything else that we should be looking for?
Yeah, let's investigate.
Is there anything around that Crumb can loot? Anything random?
I mean, you see.
What
You
do
see
we
chairs.
I mean, yeah, there's a couple of candelabras that are on the table that are there. You do see a bunch of, as you start to look around, you do see like all these papers are like legitimate maps, and like they look like they're fairly important. As you start to dig into and start to really investigate them, you see that there are a lot that talk about like war plans. It talks about different cities that they might look for. You start to see a pattern trending as you realize that he started to have enough of an army to start attacking some of the smaller cities, and you realize that his plan essentially is to start with the smaller ones and then have the snowball effect of getting his so-called recruits as he starts going from town to town with the smaller ones until he has enough to start attacking the larger towns in the region.
Besides the maps and the papers on the table, is there anything else? Anything of value? Any objects besides the candelabras?
I mean, you would see other. Well, There would be a couple plates. There wouldn't be any like food on them because it's all undead people. But I mean, you do see a couple plates. You don't see anything that's like that necessarily has any value to it.
I'm gonna take one of the candelabras and put it in my bag of holding.
Wait, how did that thing fit into that bag?
Oh, this is a magic bag. I can put all sorts of things in this.
Oh, that seems convenient.
I hold it up and I stick my whole arm into the bag where it's clearly like evident that my arm is much bigger than what the bag allows for.
Oh, that seems highly useful. I hope I can find one of them someday.
Yeah, this is great. I can put all sorts of things in here. I've got some squash.
So-
Do you want some squash? I pull out a fistful of squash.
I do not need foodstuffs, so no thank you.
Okay. Well, if you ever do, I have some extra. Happy
least
to
I'm-
share.
I'm thinking that was foodstuffs.
Yeah.
Shay, could you relay some of this information to the wizard? His name, the player can't remember, but the character.
Ezra.
Ezra Hardin.
To Ezra Hardin, please.
Awesome. One last thing you find as well. You find another map that looks important. A map and some notes that are kind of like gathered together, and you see there's a map that has a map of the region, like the whole country. I'll have one for sure next time. Sorry, but you'll have an actual map of the world that you would recognize, and in the southern tip of the continents, there's X's marking through several of the towns, and there's an icon of a staff. And in the notes, you glean that this staff will give the bearer the ability to perform mass undead risings, whereas right now he can only do 4 or 5 at a time. This staff will grant the ability to do mass rising, so they could kill the entire town and then raise everybody from the dead in one go.
I'm
Does it
assuming
look
this.
like he's found it or he's looking for it?
Looks like he's looking for it.
Does this relate in any way to the extra information that Fifth and Elbow would have obtained earlier?
No.
Okay.
I'm assuming this information that is gleanable from these documents is not something Crumb picks up on.
Correct.
I just see a bunch of papers and
I mean,
drawings.
you would recognize the country. You see a staff, and you would see a bunch of X's. But as far as like comprehending them, I think it would be beyond you.
Ooh, pretty map of. This looks familiar. Do we need a map? Yeah, I think we need a map. I'm just gonna put the map in my bag.
Is this information Fifth would have been able to decipher?
Yeah.
Okay.
Green
I
Skull. After watching this for a bit, Green Skull's gonna move to the door to kind of stand guard and watch for people coming.
Do we want to help the villagers before they're all killed?
Well,
Well,
I'm not quite at full health. I need some. Need a
Don't-
rest,
I
probably.
don't think they
guess I
have
can
a
put myself-
Dower's Crumb.
Oh,
Anyway, perhaps first things first. Shay, could you relay some of this information?
Fifth. We should definitely help the people.
Okay.
Those of us who may need a rest can always fall back to a more defensible location, secured, so we have a place to retreat to.
Do we hear any movement within the keep itself?
Roll a perception check.
How about you? Nope.
I got a 7.
7, 8, and 9.
None of you.
What'd you say, Belle?
Dirty 20.
This is why we need Shay. All the time, always.
Yep.
So everybody except for Shay, you don't hear anything. Shay, you do hear There's nothing that is directly in the. There's nothing that's directly in the room, but you can hear in kind of like the outside, kind of like hallway areas that are reverberating. You do hear that there is some sort of like shuffling and some kind of like moaning, as well as the sound of the battle is still pretty loud. That you'd still be able to hear it from the inside because it still hasn't stopped. But you do hear that there are other things that are walking around inside of the keep that sound like they are coming towards you specifically. Felt like starting to come towards the keep as all the loud commotion is happening inside of the map room.
Okay. There's people coming. Or people, whatever. Stuffers coming. If we want to make sure that we don't get caught, I have a stone that Ezra gave me. Where's that stone? No, scroll, that's what it was. The scroll of mental image that he gave me a while ago. We could take a picture of that map and leave it here still. That way they don't think they got...
Yes, that way Abner will not know that we have been here.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that...
Because he can teleport to us anytime.
Yes. Yes, let's mentally... Can we send images of... how much can we send an image of? All of this?
No, there's that world map. That world
Just
map is going to be... Yeah.
Okay.
One I put in my bag.
Yes, we need it to keep it here.
Put that back where it goes.
We can do this scroll of mental image.
But if they don't have the
Message.
map, he can't find it, right? He won't know where to go.
I'm sure...
Crumbs, they can always get another map.
Oh. Okay. I bought the map. Here you go.
Okay, so I pull out the scroll of mental image. How long does that take?
It would just be. It would just be like 10 seconds. It'd just be long enough for you to be able to read the words. It would be a little bit hard to understand because it'd be in a language you wouldn't understand. But as long as you mouse the words, it'd be like 10 to. Let's say it would take you about a minute. Or no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say a minute to get the pronunciation right until you feel that you've actually enabled the spell.
Okay. So I say the spell, with the map and everything. I guess it clicked like a camera. And then I put the map where it was, and then I'm like, let's get out of here quick.
As right as you finish with the map, you hear that the guards or other something is definitely coming and is about to come into where you guys are at.
Let's get out quickly.
We don't. I don't know how to get out of here.
Yeah, I follow Shay.
I'm gonna be the one who goes last, being the rear guard.
Okay.
I'll be right in front of him.
Okay. So you all start to leave, and right as you leave, you hear that there is something that starts to chase you as you get out. You hear kind of as you walk as Green Skull is the last one to walk out of the chamber. Then you hear from the very opposite ends. You're kind of and I want all of you to roll a dexterity check for me. See how fast you guys can run to get out.
I am not rolling well tonight. That would
Wow.
be a 12.
Okay.
Got a 6.
Wait, what are we rolling?
A
Dex
dexterity check.
Just straight dex,
Yep.
not a save.
Nope. It's to see how fast we can maneuver. Oof. Nat 1.
23.
All right. And what did you get, Navarre?
6.
Okay. So yeah, Fifth and Shay, you start to fly out of there, and Fifth, as you're starting to run, she trips. Eleva trips as you fall over, and then you all kind of get jumbled together, and you get caught up, and then you hear that sounds are starting to come closer and closer. They're not quite upon you as you start to run out, and then you all kind of get jumbled up out of the door as you get out of the castle, and you're able to get out. You're all able to get out into the field, right as you see that there is. It looks like some sort of undead creature. You're not really sure what it is. Gets into the same room with you here.
So as soon as Elba trips and everyone gets jumbled, Green Skull would have stopped and turned, waiting for allowing them to shuffle out, but the rest of the group to shuffle out. But definitely would have turned to confront whatever, backing away only as room was allowed. And if they're really close, he's going to stand in the doorway so that they have to go through me to get out.
Okay.
And create a funnel so that they can only come at us one at a time.
Okay. So you just see this one guard that's there as you're standing
in the doorway
at the entrance right here. Then you see this kind of like skeletal, like undead creature starts to look up at you. That starts to walk up towards you.
So since I'm technically an experiment of the keep, does it register me as hostile?
That's a good question. Let's see. Let's have you do. Well, nope. It roll a 19, so it recognizes that it's able to kind of discern that something's not right, and it starts to kind of move over towards you.
Okay.
To attack you.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming I get to roll initiative at some point, yeah?
Yes.
This is definitely not a surprise round.
Right, exactly. So I want you to roll initiative.
Finally, a good roll. That would be a 22.
Did you want everyone to roll initiative?
We don't know that he turned around.
Right.
Oh.
So you're all kind of
We
jumbled
kept
up.
going.
Yeah.
I mean, if Fifth would have turned back to help Elba up, would I have seen him stop?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have been able to see past me or probably discern anything. Honestly, you would have just seen like Gandalf turn around on the bridge, but can't see the Balrog.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, good luck.
Yep.
Okay. So what did you roll?
22.
Okay, perfect. All right, it gets a much lower roll. So yeah, we'll have it where you turn around and you start to kind of size it up. You win in the initiative order. And then we'll say we'll have a full round go before the party realizes that you're not following them. And then we'll go at that point. So you can take your first round.
Okay. So if there's any room for me to move closer to the exit of the doorway, since it looks like a kind of a tunnel thing situation going on there.
Yeah.
I want to go to the end of the tunnel so that it has to move into the tunnel and has no room to maneuver outside of that
Okay.
to actually confront me. And I'm going to ready an action. Which will be... What do I have here? Nope. Okay. I'm just going to ready an attack action for when he gets within range.
Okay.
And then I will just call over my shoulder. Hey guys, we've got a I don't even know what this is. Trying to, something's caught up. So either keep running and I'll hold them off, or yeah, actually, those who are injured should probably move on and get out of here. I'll catch up when I can.
Green Skull is blocking the entrance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one can really get in there and fight it.
All right.
Yeah, he'd be big enough that you wouldn't be. You'd have to kind of really like walk up and really peek over, and it would take you a second to be able to see what's going on.
Do we have potions?
Yeah, Shay has
I don't have any. Not enough minerals. I mean, liquid.
Construct additional pylons.
Did we say Shay has?
Yes, I do.
Would I know? Shay, do you have any more of those potions?
Yeah, which one do you want?
Any healing ones?
I have potions of healing and I have greater healing. Which one do you want?
How much does a potion of
How
healing
much
do?
do they heal?
Potion of healing, I think it's a 1d4. Or is it 2d4? Sorry, 2d4.
and then you have a couple of bigger ones too.
Yeah.
I have 4 bottles of the greater healing.
How many lesser and how many greater? Or normal?
I have 11 potions of healing.
Let's distribute at least one normal potion to each of us. And anybody who's heavily injured can take a bigger one.
Okay. So 4 of the healings.
I guess who's injured? I'm injured. Ella was injured.
I'm injured.
Anybody feel
Crumb's
any
injured.
need for greater healing?
How much does greater healing do?
I don't know. I have it written down somewhere. I don't know where I put it.
Potion of
It's
greater healing is
44 plus
44.
4.
Sorry, what was it? Everyone was talking.
44 plus 4, up to 20.
So 4d4 plus 4. Okay.
Yeah.
And then just the regular one is 2d4 plus 4, or is it just 2d4? For just the potions of healing.
A regular potion of healing is
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Yes.
Okay. So how many potions of healing does everyone, or
I just need a regular one.
you just want one? Okay.
Yeah, let's just do a regular for each 5th and elbow.
5th, and Elba, and Navarre.
Can I cast Cure Wounds currently?
So I'll let you retcon it and say that you would have done it before you left the dungeon, because I would assume this is something you would have taken care of before you left, because you all knew you were injured.
You mean
Probably.
the consumption of potions.
Yeah, the consumption of potions, using of spells, healing
Yeah.
heals.
Or at least you would have at least divvied out them. You would have at least divvied the potions out. I'll let you decide whether or not you took it. But I'll say at least for the potions that you decide who gets what, you would have already handed those out before you walked out of the dungeon.
And a regular is 2d4 plus 2.
Yes.
Alright, so Feather recovers 10. Elbow recovers 9.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Does Navarre need one or no?
No, he is good.
Okay.
Krem got some heals in. He drank a potion while we were in the room.
Okay.
So
Yes, everyone is healed up, so we'll go back to what it was. So yeah, the rest of the party starts to. You'd be I would say that you'd all would be running pretty fast to try and get out there with Shay kind of pushing you and with the knowledge that something's coming at you. So you would all run, and so we'll say that you would use your full 30 feet to get out until you heard and noticed that Green Skull was back. So Green Skull, you ready your action, and the skeletal monster starts to come towards you, and then it does follow you into this crevice, into kind of like the nook there, and walks into your range.
I can no longer access my characters.
If you used a bookmark or you had them up, go back to the main page and re-navigate to them. They changed something in the pathing.
Saying roll the 1 or AP. Like this happened while I already had them up, but after rolling, they're
Interesting.
on API checks.
Oh, maybe they're having issues then. Not sure.
I'm gonna try again.
They're being DDoSed. Oh wait.
Very possibly.
With all the wrath and
Yep.
anger they've sustained.
Grumpy at them.
Anyways, so he triggers my readied action.
Yes.
Okay, so one of the 2 attacks is actually going to be a shove attack.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and knock him prone.
Okay.
It's a contest. It's my athletics versus either his athletics or dexterity. You get to pick.
Okay.
Son of a... Okay, you are not being rolled for the rest of the night.
So I feel
That's a nat 1.
Okay. He survives. He rolled a 3. Well, roll a 3, so you got a 7.
Okay, I rolled a 1, so I got a 9.
Okay. Doesn't that one automatically fail it though?
That's up to you.
Depends on how you want to rule that.
Yep. By rules as written, that does not apply to skill checks. That only applies to actual attack rolls. However, the vast majority of D&D players rule it that it's an automatic fail. I will let you rule it how you will.
At least half. At least
half.
Of DMs, I think.
Yeah.
I would say it'll be situational, and for this one, I'll say that I'll give it to you because you'd be a lot bigger than this creature would be, and so you'd be successful at it.
Okay. Then he is now knocked prone in his space.
Okay.
The second attack I make is actually not going to be against his person, but I'm going to take the trident and try and slam it into the ground to lock him in place so he can't get back up.
Okay.
Probably slamming it down over his leg or some other such body part.
Okay.
I assume I roll an attack roll for that?
Yes.
That's a little better. That is a 19.
Okay. Yeah. It's a skeleton, so I'll let you choose where you lock him into place.
So it's a straight up skeleton?
Yeah, it's like a skeletal, like
it
looks
completely exposed rib cage?
Yep.
straight through the rib cage, locking
All right.
catching the spine between the spokes of the trident,
Okay.
and hopefully pinning him there for at least a moment.
Okay. Yeah.
Will you allow me to shout something to my comrades at this point?
Yep.
I've got him locked in place. Go ahead and run.
All right.
And then whenever my turn comes back around, I'm gonna try and bolt, assuming this thing hasn't managed to get back up.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's not enough room for me to be able to fit in there and take a whack at the skeleton while he's holding it.
Right now there wouldn't be.
Okay.
But I would say, well, because you still haven't noticed, because this first round everybody left, so you still haven't noticed that.
You've just heard what I've shouted out to you guys.
Right. So it goes to its turn. It was able to hold on to its. It was holding a battle axe, and it fell down. It still was able to hold on to it, but obviously it starts to struggle, and it starts to get back up. It tries to get back up. Oof! And it tries to pull. It spends its action trying to pull the trident out, and it fails. It's not able to do it. And so at this point, it'll go back. Well, so I guess it depends on what you guys want to do. So it'll go back to you, and if you plan to run away to join everybody else, at this point it wouldn't be able to follow you. And so if you're just going to go and join the rest of the party, then I wouldn't have everyone else roll for initiative. You just run away.
That is my plan. If the rest of the group is intending to continue the escape.
Wasn't our plan to help the villagers? Wasn't our plan to help the villagers? I can't do accents anymore. I don't know if this is in character or not. Wasn't our plan to help the villagers?
Too late for that.
I mean, that's what Green Skull had said, but he doesn't know where villagers are, so he doesn't actually know that you're abandoning villagers at this point. And the rest of the group kind of said no to the idea.
Did they? I thought
the others that chimed in did. They were all, we're hurt.
Oh, sorry.
But then we had potions.
Well, I thought we retconned that, saying that we had healed. That's why I said, I'm ready. I'm good.
Yeah, but you guys wouldn't have healed back to full, so.
I'm close.
I mean, the idea of going and joining an entire battle. Look, I don't know. Green Skull doesn't particularly care. He's, as far as he's concerned, the current objective is to escape, so that's what he's working towards.
You want to fight Abner? You want to fight Creepy Bait?
No.
I don't.
No, probably not.
I'm getting out. Because I need to relay on what we just found to Ezra.
Okay.
And I want to get out of here quick.
Right now?
I'll follow you, Shay.
Can't you do that mentally right now?
Can I do that running?
Yeah. Can't you just think at him?
You can use the stone while running, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can I use that while running? Okay.
Yeah, you'd be able to. It would be. It would take. It'd be. You have to work at it a little bit harder because it's taxing to use it to begin with, and then also trying to run.
Basically, he's saying you wouldn't be able to take the dash action on your turn.
Pretty much.
So you'd have to go at a slightly slower pace than your full speed.
Yep.
Or you could just hightail it out of there once we're further away. You can relay it.
I was planning on relaying it once we got to a safer spot.
Alright, so just do that.
Okay.
All right. Well, if that's the plan, then that's what. Then I won't. Like I said, I won't make everyone roll initiative for that. If you're all gonna escape and run away, so as you start to run away, You are able to escape, and nothing else catches you. You do start to hear additional bellows and moans and screams from the entrance as more things start to come up and are kind of, you assume, are blocked or for some reason not following you. As
Should we have just lit the keep on fire and left?
Too late now.
I'll hurry and run back and go light a
Nope,
fire.
nope.
Are we within 120 feet? Because Elbow can just shoot a firebolt or several.
I mean, at this point, you would be still. You'd be within 120 feet as you're.
Right. Elbow will just launch some firebolts to look like if there's any like wood structure things or anything that you could just those ignite.
Through the
Anything
doorway.
not being worn or
Load
carried.
inside.
Okay. Roll 3 attack rolls.
I would, except that D&D Beyond's not letting me see my character.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's doing the same for me.
Did you refresh?
I'm still on my character sheet, but if I try to go to characters, I get a blank page.
All right. Well, I'm able to still roll, and between those 3, the vast majority of the keep is made out of stone, but between some lucky like arches and some other like features she was able to identify, there is a small fire that starts to catch. The stuff that can catch on fire has started to ignite between those 3 pretty good rolls. So
3 pretty good rolls. She has a 13, a nat 1. Oh, no, that's a 25. Never mind. I was looking at the
22,
damage.
a 25, and a 19.
I was looking at the damage. Never mind. Disregard me.
Yes, so you are able to start a small fire as you run away.
Yay! Does Elba get any experience points after we've hightailed it into the woods for like 5 minutes from the fire she started?
It's about 20,000 billion.
Oh,
But
sweet. It's a good thing we're getting a milestone.
She just gained 16 levels because she took out a castle.
Right. Perfect. So yeah, you're all able to escape and run away, and you are not followed as you start to run away. You run back into the woods.
Hey, Crumbs.
Yeah.
I won't be able to return your trident. I'm sorry.
Why?
I left it back there stuck in a guy.
Oh. Okay.
I'll
That's okay. I didn't really use it anyway.
get you a replacement when I can, okay?
Okay.
Alright, sorry about that.
That's okay. Your right eye seems trustworthy.
Just remember, I'll just remember not to buy it from any fisherman.
You got that right. Can't
Unless I
trust
stab
those
him with
guys.
it afterwards.
Well, I mean, they're still people. We don't want to kill them, but we definitely don't trust them.
No,
Raises
you
an
must
eyebrow.
we already established we must destroy all tyrants. Fishermen are fish tyrants.
Yeah, I guess
Tyrants
that's
of
true.
fish.
What? No, don't just no, that's not true. Don't.
Just
don't-
because the fish may or may not have will, that tends to happen when the people are oppressed. Their will has to be broken.
We established after the fact that we all eat fish sometimes.
Yes, the ones that die of natural causes.
No.
I got my fishing pole. Actually, I don't go fishing because then I'd be a fisherman.
Wait.
But you can spearfish, and that's okay.
We kill and eat fish.
All right, well, we'll put a pin in this discussion for now.
You just don't want to.
We can discuss it later.
Are we at a safe spot?
I'm assuming, would you all be dashing, essentially like running as fast as you can to get out?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm imagining. Is everyone else doing the same?
Yeah.
Hey, Gnap. So at some point, I'm sure Gnap's little feet can't keep up, so I will have scooped him up and put him on my shoulder
Okay. Yeah, he was gonna
so that he can keep up.
ask if he could ride you, so that works.
Before he even gets a chance, I put him on my shoulder.
All right.
Hey there, little guy. You seem like you could use a ride there.
Yes, thank you, Mister.
Yeah, anytime, man.
All right. Yeah. So you all start to run out, so you start to sprint, and you go for a good half an hour as best as you can, and then you do find a spot that you feel is safe as you realize that nothing is following you. You're able to stop and kind of take a small breather as you get away from the keep.
Well, that was exciting.
Okay.
So-
So once
Great.
we get there,
Go ahead.
I start talking to Ezra and relay what just happened and asked him if he received the scroll of mental image message.
Okay. Yeah. So you start to make that mental contact with him, and yes, I did. I received the. Thank you for that. I received the map, and I was able to take that image, and I was able to transcribe it onto a tablet magically. So we have that ability, or so we have that as a hard copy that we'll be able to study it later.
Okay. So there's words and notes in other papers. It says that there's a staff there and they don't know where exactly. That's where all the X's are. And so there's a staff that's going to grant them, what is it? Grants them the ability to have a mass rising of the dead instead of 4 or 5.
I see. Well, this is most concerning. I have not, in my studies, I have not thus far come up to a staff, but I can make that my next round of focus. I was able to find out the first sect of followers for one of the Titanborns. So when you come back, we'll be able to reach out to them and possibly ask for their aid.
Okay. The other thing is that he's attacking smaller towns first to make his army big before attacking the bigger ones.
I see. Well, this is not necessarily unexpected. It is troublesome. Was he there? Was he there at the keep?
He was there. We heard his voice, but that's all I know. We didn't see him.
Interesting.
At
I
the
wonder.
keep.
I wonder why he let you leave, especially after him seeing you before with that Kane character.
Yeah.
Well, good work to all of you. You have definitely helped this day to have a better. We now have a much better understanding of what's going on and have a clear path forward for what we need to do. We need to figure out the staff, as well as enlist the help of the other followers of the other Titanborns. I don't think we can do this alone.
Okay. So
How
head
was the
back
party?
to.
Anybody else died?
No, but we gained one.
You
We
seem-
have a interesting. I don't know how you would describe him, but he's made out of metal.
I see a construct, like some sort of a.
Yeah,
creation.
that. Yes.
How very interesting. I must study him when he comes. I believe this is the first of his kind.
Yeah. It's interesting. He doesn't know anything.
Well, what a perfect way to teach him. Just please don't let him be like the other people in your group.
I'll try.
You've got a very weighty responsibility on your shoulders, Shay. We can't have another idiot in this world. There's too many of them as it is.
Crumbs, just as a reminder, you can hear all this.
I was wondering that actually, because I remember that.
You still have the stone.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
I
the
was gonna
stone.
say, I had that. I couldn't remember if it was through the stone or through like a spell or something.
No,
Yeah.
it's through the stone.
All right. Yeah, I can't believe there's so many idiots in this world. Fishermen.
Hence my point.
I hear your point, sir. Definitely. Those fishermen.
Well,
But Shay
You-
will do
you-
a good job. She does a good job on all the things. And our new friend Green Skull, he
well,
seems
his-
nice. He's
his
got a
name is-
trustworthy left eye.
ugh.
I checked. Don't worry.
Crumb named him Green Skull because he looks green.
Of course he did.
And he has a skull.
Yeah.
We'll find a new name for him. Don't worry.
Very well.
He has a new name. He has a name. It's Green Skull.
It just doesn't roll off the tongue very well. But we'll keep him as Green Skull until we figure out a new name.
Well, I guess we could call him Robot Man, Salamander,
No.
Bushes, Rock, Tree Branch. I'm just looking around at things around me.
Anyways, we'll let you go.
Bird.
We're heading back to.
Fish, leaves.
Would robot even be a
Root.
word in Crumb's vocabulary or anyone's vocabulary?
I'm
No.
going to chalk this up to random conversations he had with Bait and things he learned about
There you
from
go.
Bait's world.
Eh.
So I might not fully understand what
tracks.
it means, but we'll say there's little random bits of
That
some
tracks.
random
Yep.
knowledge that transferred.
Cool. Well, very well. Good luck coming back. Should there be anything that you need that I can provide, let me know. If not, we will see you when you come back into town.
Okay, sounds good. Where should we meet?
We might as well just meet back at the inn for now.
Okay, sounds good.
Side question. Since of one of our party members now is the owner of an entire estate, are we going to continue to lodge at the inn, or are there like fancier rooms at the estate?
Not to mention that the deal with where Bait made food and
Yeah,
in exchange for lodging.
and now that's defunct.
Yeah.
I mean,
ask.
Ruck probably hasn't put two and two together there yet, but
Something
my
to
original
chew on,
plan-
Jared. Just think
Depends
about it.
on depends on who has yeah. At some point, someone would have to ask the estate owner if they could,
Yeah,
crash that said
Crumb's
estate.
not going to.
Exactly.
yeah. So, I mean, thus far, originally, Rock, since he got so much money from Bait, where he was able to move in, then he was able to do that. We'll see how long that lasts, and if he gets smart enough or not. I mean, he's Truck, so we'll see how that goes.
so the entire time that we've been in this safer spot, Green Skull's head's been on the swivel, just taking in nature and outside for the first time ever.
That's a rock over there. That's a tree.
Rock,
That's a bush.
tree, bush. What's that thing crawling on the ground over there?
That's a caterpillar.
Oh, let's see.
Well, that's one good thing about having idiots in the group. They can help. They can help him.
Are you saying that out loud, or
More of a whispering to myself. No one can hear it.
Okay. That's a bird. That's a squirrel.
I'm sure this will continue on. We don't have to roleplay it. We'll just
Correct.
This will just be going on as we travel.
Dot dot dot.
Oh, are we like, what time do we think it is?
Let's see. So you started in the morning when you
Yep.
first went in. You had that battle. So and then you ran. So it'd be about it started to be about dusk at this point. Where the sun is starting to go down. It's pretty close to being dark.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty worn out. I only had 2 hours of sleep. Or some of
Sweet.
us had.
Should we rest here?
Yeah, let's go ahead and camp.
I'll make dinner.
What are you
So-
making?
Does anybody else hear a voice?
a voice?
Yeah.
I do all the
time.
What kind of voice?
One that sounds like it's coming over Jonathan's mic.
Oh,
Like a TV show, maybe.
no, that's Heather's in a meeting.
Got it.
Just voices
I'll
in the
mute
sky.
between. I'll mute between when I speak.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, for dinner I can make dinner. I got this.
Yeah, what are you making?
I don't know. I reach into my bag and I pull out an item that I've had for a long time called the Scroll of Heroes Feast. How about this? This looks like a recipe I can make.
I got it.
Can I read it
Sure.
first? What you're making?
I show you the Scroll of Heroes Feast.
Oh, that's a big feast. I would save that until we get back to town and have a little celebration.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got some pocket squash. If you don't want
I
some,
mean,
I'll have it.
I can go
I think I have some.
find
this
some-
thing
Have
over here.
rations, I assume.
I've got some purple bacon. I think it's a little old though, but
We definitely made preparations for this trip
Yeah, you would have
Like,
rations.
by getting enough food.
Yeah.
Sure. Crumb doesn't know or didn't remember. Just digging through
We're
my
fine with these for now, and then we'll have that heroes feast when we get back to town. How's that sound?
Okay,
Okay.
that sounds good.
Okay.
Crumb,
Yeah,
can I see that? Can I see that paper?
this one.
Yeah.
I just hold it up, but I don't hold it out to him. See, it's paper.
He starts to sniff. That paper smells pretty good. Let's just eat that.
Oh, you don't need the paper. That's silly.
But you said this is for dinner.
No, the recipe's on here. Like for the food, it tells you how to get the food.
Oh. Okay, I'll just eat whatever you guys have with my shiny.
Canap,
Yeah.
are you hungry?
I mean, I have hunger. Yes.
You want
in my
some of this
stomach.
purple bacon?
Yeah.
Here you go. I give him the rest of the purple bacon.
It's a good thing he's immortal.
It's funny. I have hunger is how you say I'm hungry in French.
Tango hombre.
Oh, and Spanish.
The purple bacon's a few weeks old now.
At
Yeah,
least.
He eats it all and then immediately just throws it up violently.
Oh, I guess you weren't all that hungry after all.
You not didn't want to eat any of it, huh?
Why did you do that bacon?
Well, I didn't make it.
What's it from?
Kane
When is
made
that
it.
from?
Kane made it during the infiltration of Quester's house.
So long ago.
That is.
I looted the rest of the purple bacon before we left.
Ganap, are you still hungry?
He's just heaving. He doesn't respond.
That bacon is quite old. Quite
I mean-
old indeed.
I don't eat myself, but I'm pretty sure that stuff's supposed to stay in you, right?
If it were healthy for him, his body would not be rejecting it.
Oh, kind of like a defense mechanism.
Yes.
Understood.
Who are we defending?
We're defending Ganap from the evil bacon.
Wait, purple bacon's evil bacon? Food can't be evil. I don't
Yep.
believe you.
You'd best,
So,
you'd best be rid of it. You'd best be rid of it, Crumb.
I just realized I still have no weapon
I'm working on this accent.
because I had to leave the last one behind. Does anyone have a spare weapon?
I have 2 spears. Do you want those?
Yeah, sure, I'll take those.
Also, do you have armor on?
No.
Would you like this? I don't know what type of armor it is. I
There
think
goes
it's
my
a
character
half
sheet.
plate.
My character sheet just died on me.
Yeah, mine too. I just got kicked out.
Yep. Yes, I would. I would very much like some armor and whatnot. The armor and the
Okay.
spears.
Okay, those are yours.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Alright, I'm just gonna track this on a piece of paper for now. I can update my character sheet when it comes back up. Are you giving me both spears?
Yes, I am. Unless you just want one.
Well, I mean, they're spears, so if I have 2, I can at least throw 1. And
Okay,
then
you can
the
have-
half plate. So if we're going to take a rest at this point, Green Skulls is going to take an hour of that rest to assimilate the half plate into his body.
We're doing a short rest.
I assume we've got a rest
Uh,
coming up since we have 2 party members who
we're-
can't see in the dark.
We're camping out, right? So the
Yes,
long
we're
it's,
rest?
camping.
it's a long rest. Yeah.
Long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Which I can't activate on my character sheet.
Because they rolled that one on their API checks.
Yeah. It's
We
okay.
were done. Cool. All right, so yeah, you take your you get out your rations, get everything going, and then you start to take a long rest, and you are able to assimilate that. Is anybody keeping watch, or
I'll keep watch.
okay?
I would do a second person if I was us.
So do watch in groups of 2.
Yeah,
That's not a bad idea.
I don't feel comfortable with creepy bait still around
Yeah,
in those woods.
that's probably a good idea.
So,
Yeah.
Does anybody want to keep watch with me?
I'll start. I'm good at keeping watch.
All right, so Crumbs and I will take first watch.
do you need to sleep, Green Skull?
I don't know if it's what you people would call sleep, but I do need to go into shutdown mode a few hours a day. He gets a long rest in a 4-hour period.
Okay.
Are you conscious?
I don't know. Let's see if that section of D&D Beyond works. Let's see here. Races.
Says you must spend 6 hours in an inactive motionless state.
Oh, is it 6?
Yeah. You appear inert, but doesn't render you unconscious.
Okay, so no. So I could do this while I'm taking watch then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I will just do that.
We should get 2
Well, so you
watch so that they can just always keep watch.
you have to remain motionless though is the thing. So you wouldn't be able to like be alert, you just be able to sit there completely
I
motionless.
can stare in a single direction.
Yeah.
I'll do that during someone else's watch. That sounds like a better idea. So
Throughout our watch, I'll be pointing out more things and keep rock, bush, log.
yeah. You're gonna teach me about the world.
Oh yeah, the world according to
Oh look, my character sheet's back up.
Perfect. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so the first watch comes and goes and nothing happens. And then I'm assuming that somebody is a second watch as well.
I'll do second.
Alaba will keep watch with Shay.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a terrifying thought. I mean, not that it's Shay and Elaba, but that that means it's Navarre and fifth, the final watch.
it's probably needed.
Okay, so essentially, if that's the plan, you go through all 3 watches and nothing happens through the night. So you're able to nothing comes up and finds you while you're asleep. And you are able to wake up the next morning, and you've all taken a long rest.
Yay.
Yay!
And then is your plan? So your plan is for everyone to go back to town then?
Yeah, we're going back to town.
Unless there's
Okay.
some other objective or something we should be pursuing.
No, we just need to go back to town. That's what Ezra said. So we're gonna meet up in town, and then he'll have directions on where we need to go after.
Perfect. All right, so we'll start going into travel mode. I'm not going to go over every single day, but you go through.
Nothing happens.
Well, so for the first 2 days, nothing happens. On the third day, you guys start to walk along the road, and it comes to be about midday. You start to walk down, and just like the other couple days have gone by, nothing super eventful comes until all of a sudden you hear a voice calling out from behind you. Well, hello there! Hello there! What are you doing?
Do we recognize this voice?
No.
I turn towards the voice. We are traveling this way, good sir.
Oh, very well. As you do you walk towards the voice, or you just turn?
When I turn towards it, do I see anybody?
Is the terrain such that we can't see the person behind us or near us?
You see a little man on the side of the road. There's a very, very small man, about 3 feet. 3 feet, well, actually like 2 feet tall.
I walk over
he's got
and crouch to try and get a better eye level for conversion.
Okay. So you get down, you crouch, you get a better look at him. You see a little man, like I said, he's about 2 feet tall. He's got a green top hat, a green kind of like jacket, and he's got some
Red hair.
clothes with some shiny black shoes.
Witcher goblin. Oh,
He's got red hair and a small little red beard. And he looks up at you and says, "Why, hello there! Who are you? Where are you coming from? And where are you going?"
We're going where we're going because we came from where we came from, and we're going there because we're going to where we're going to because that's where we came from was over there, and that's where we came from.
I see that.
Yeah.
You understood that?
Oh, not even a little bit. What about
Okay.
you, sir? Where? Can you tell me a little bit about where you're going and where you're coming from?
I don't know where we're going. I'm just traveling with my friends here.
We're going to where we've been once before, but we came from where we used to be at. But now we are where we are now.
We came from a place where they freed me. I think they called it and referred to it as a keep.
Oh, you came up from up there, did you?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Hey,
listen,
little man,
guard.
what's your name?
My name is Seamus O'Finnigan. What about you?
Crumb.
Well, it's right. Well, nice to meet you, Crumb.
They call me Green Skull.
And Green Skull. Green is my favorite color, as you can see. It's very nice to meet you as well.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
Mm, 30-20.
Okay. And what are you trying to find out
Just-
exactly?
More of if he's telling a lie, I can be alert on that.
Okay. I mean, thus far, he seems like just a friendly person. He's greeting you. You don't detect anything thus far.
Okay.
Why are you so small?
Well, I'm a leprechaun, my friend. That's just the way we are. A leprechaun.
Are leprechauns like a known thing in the Forgotten Realms?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
And or in this world? Are we in the Forgotten Realms?
Not really, no.
We're in the Skinner realms.
Yep.
Would Crumb ever have heard of a leprechaun before?
Yeah, do we know what a leprechaun is?
Roll a history check or a nature check to see if you've.
This isn't just a common knowledge thing.
Well, I mean, you would have heard. Yeah, I'll go with that one. You would know what a leprechaun is. You would remember and know that there are beings that are short, that are dressed similarly to what he is, and you remember that. Well, that's all you remember for now.
Are you a gnome?
So what is a leprechaun?
Well, it's me. I'm a leprechaun. We're just little people. We just like to have a little bit of fun. We just help make the world a better place.
Oh, well, that sounds like a nice thing. Do you want to come with us?
Oh no, not particularly. But I do have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you all like puzzles or riddles? I've got a little proposition for you, if it's something you'd be interested in.
Well, I don't right know. I don't know that I've ever done a puzzle or a riddle.
Famous, how much does it cost?
Oh, it's free. I'll make you a deal. You listen
Give me
to
a
my
free
puzzle.
riddle? Ooh.
Yes. You listen to my riddle. If you guess it right, I'll give you a boon. I'll give you a wish for the whole party. Whatever you want, within reason. I'll give you one. I'll grant you a wish. But if you get it wrong, well, we'll come to that bridge when we come to it. I just cause a little bit of mischief. Nothing too bad. Just a little bit of fun.
What is it you do? Nope. What is it that you do if we fail?
He said it's mischief.
What kind of mischief?
Do all of us have to participate?
What if none of us wishes to participate?
But what if one of us does want to participate?
What if only one of us participates and the rest of us refrain from being anywhere within earshot?
Can we let him respond to any of these questions, guys?
We should continue to pepper him with questions.
No.
Hold on now. Hold. Miss, what is your name, Mr. Herringon?
This is Bunny Rabbit.
This is Arpeggio the Fifth.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Arpeggio the Fifth.
Yes.
You introduced yourself last session, man. I know your designation.
I'm aware you know my character's designation.
Okay.
All right. Well, to answer your many questions, you don't have to worry. It won't be anything too bad. Just a little bit of fun, you know. Maybe I'll swap your hands for your feet, or maybe your left hands will become your right hands, and your right hands become your left.
That's
Or maybe,
undesirable.
or maybe, Well, how about this then? I see you and you've got your little lady friend out there. What if she became the bunny and you became the man? Nothing too hard, nothing too harmful. Just
What
a
if-
little bit of fun.
What if they don't want to participate?
Well, that would be very rude. However, I'll let you do this. For those that want to participate, you risk having a little bit of fun played on you if you get it wrong. But if you get it right, I'll grant you a wish.
I raise my hand.
I would
interested in then.
I would be interested in participating, but not at the expense of Mr. Arpeggio the Fifth. There, he seems right scared of what you might do.
Oh, well,
Simply do not have enough context.
I promise you.
A minor inconvenience to one is a potentially dangerous situation for another.
I'll make you a deal, Mr. Fifth. If you decide to play my puzzle, there won't be anything that will cause you any irreparable harm. It may be a slight inconvenience, but I'll let you choose. I'll let you roll the dice, so to speak, and whatever may happen, may happen.
Hey, Navarre,
Yes.
what about you? You want in on this?
I could be interested, yes.
What do we get if we win?
A wish.
You have one wish.
A wish.
How about you, Shay? Do you want to participate?
I don't do well with riddles.
So that's a no.
Do
All
we
right.
get
Can
a
I
wish?
How about you?
Yes, definitely, always. Count me in.
All
Do
right.
we
So
get each of us
four
get
of
a
us-
wish?
sounds like the four of us will participate, and then the other three they don't want anything to do with this. So how about we just leave them out of whatever happens if we lose, and we call it good, and they won't be allowed to answer your riddle.
Very well.
Do we each
All right.
get a wish or just
You
One
get one
wish for
wish
all
for the group. Well, those of you that are playing.
I have a question.
so I get a
How
wish?
long?
What
What's your question?
How long does this last? If they fail,
Well,
is it a permanent thing or is it just temporary?
no, that's the question now, isn't it? It's part of the fun. I couldn't say one for sure. The magic can be sometimes unpredictable.
would Elba want to
Okay.
participate? You remember you're playing Elba?
I mean, I think she would. She would kind of turn. Come on, Fifth. Come on, let's do it. He's such a nice guy. Come on in. It should be all right.
Elba, you're welcome to participate without him.
Yeah, but
He seems
married people should do things together.
well. I suppose that's true from what Crumbs has told me about marriage. I look over at Crumbs. Sorry about niece cheating on you again.
Yeah, it's okay. It was,
Fifth looks
it was more
alarmed
my decision.
and wondering how he missed a correction here.
This is what happens when you let us two take watch for several nights in a row.
So, sorry, Jared. Do we each get a wish, or there's one wish for all the just one that
There's
is
one-
spread?
There's one wish for all those. It's one combined. So not everyone
It's a
gets a
communal
wish.
wish.
It's a communal wish.
Community wish. Okay.
Yes. And a community curse for a random person. So it won't happen to everybody. It will be randomly chosen by those who decide to participate. As well as what the curse will be also random.
Random chosen by them, or chosen amongst those who participate. Are we choosing who the?
So I will, of those that will participate, I'll roll a dice to see who gets the curse. And then that person will roll a dice to figure out which one the curse will be out of the list that I have.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Got it.
All right, so it sounds like we're all in agreement. Then Elba, I don't think you're gonna get him to change his mind. Unfortunately, he seems might too scared. So
Fifth, come on. I promise I.
All right, fine.
Oh, you're the best, Fifth. I love you so much.
yes, quite right. Note to self: Arpeggio is easily persuaded by his wife.
Of course he is. He's whipped. Is what they call.
He's called what? Sorry, he's what?
Stunned.
Whipped.
You whip him? You whip
No.
my friend?
No. Just don't worry about it. He just loves his wife so much. It's all right.
Fifth, does
I see.
Zelda whip you?
Fifth looks you right in
I'm
the eye and
super
doesn't say
concerned.
anything.
I want to roll an insight to see if I can understand what that means.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, goody! That is a total of 3.
Nope. You take it. Well, I mean, you do not understand the actual meaning, so take it however you will.
I think he might be too ashamed to admit it, but I think he's kind of into it.
Oh goodness.
Looks right at you. Looks right at your robotic eyes and doesn't say anything.
Fifth.
I will assume that means yes.
Blink one eye if she whips you and you need help, or blink 2 eyes if I need to help you. If everything's okay.
Fifth doesn't blink. He just stares at you and doesn't blink.
How long can you go without blinking?
What do I have to roll?
I'll just sit there and wait. I'm
The Constitution
patient.
saving throw.
Okay, let me see if Fifth's character sheet will load.
That was Elba.
What? What? No.
Yeah, those Eleba's
The
Constitution.
one that popped.
Elba?
Yeah, the one that popped up was Elba.
I think it's screwing up stuff. Let's try that again.
Still Elba.
Really?
Although in D&D Beyond it is saying arpeggio.
Okay, well.
So it's getting
then
screwed up
everything's
somewhere in the.
broken.
Yeah.
Wow, someone's having a fun night in IT.
No kidding.
It's not Dane. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, no kidding. Somebody got fired today.
And who was it?
Well, no, that's nobody.
It was the keep.
Yeah, it did get fired. That's a good one.
Oh, wow, I was slow on that one. I'm a little tired. I just got it. I was like, keep what you oh. Woo.
Those are the best. Where it takes a second.
Channeling Crumb a little too much.
Jay's
We all-
gonna go over to a trunk and just go and lean on it.
We
Sit
all have a
and
little
lean
bit
on
of
it.
our characters inside of us. At least the good characters.
Okay. So I don't know why. So for me, I just see Eleva twice, and then it looks like I can roll for fifth. So you can take whichever one of those numbers you want, I guess, Jonathan.
The 5, 7, or 17?
Yep.
I like the 17. I like it a lot.
So yeah, you do not blink for as long as Crumb is looking at your stoic expression, you don't blink.
I watched this for about 15 seconds before turning back to the Leprechaun. So, what is this riddle?
Very well. Are you ready?
Probably not, but okay, let's do it anyways.
Right. Well, listen close, and I'll tell you the puzzle. I'll tell you the riddle. First off, do you happen to know what a riddle is, my friend? You don't
No.
seem very... Well, a riddle is a series of words that mean some sort of a... I describe an object. I'll tell you the words, and then you have to guess what I'm trying to talk about.
Oh, I know what a riddle is. I think I had a friend a long time ago. He was a bard. He played the riddle.
Ah, something like that. All right, here we go. I also put it in chat. I bear the weight of sparks, but do not catch a light. I feel the blows of blades and hammers, but back I do not fight. Of swords and axes I made the same, but I bear no bladed edge. The arms of steel that I create are forged upon my head. What am I?
An anvil.
An anvil.
Very well.
DM, can you put that in live sessions?
Yes.
Cool.
You weren't supposed to guess it so easily. What? Good job.
I'm still trying to figure it out. It's
No, crumbs. We already got it. It's an anvil.
where? Where did you get it?
From my brain.
Huh?
We already answered.
Oh, we did?
Yes.
Wait. I don't remember him asking a question. I just heard him say like a story or a bunch of.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay. But did we win?
Are you sure you don't want the Goliath to say anything? It sounds
Yes,
like he's onto
sure.
something.
Nope. I'm sure.
Oh, very well. Well, congratulations. You have solved the riddle and answered correctly. Now, you may have one wish. I shall grant one wish between the all of you. There's 3 conditions though that I will not do no matter what. First off, I will not kill anybody. You guys are ugly enough as it is. I don't want more of you walking around, which brings me to my next point. I won't bring anybody back from the dead. So no killing, no raising the dead, nothing to do with restoring people's souls from gems or nothing like that. Us leprechauns, we're fair folk. We don't like any of this death or dying or anything. That place you came from up in that keep over there is evil. And we don't like it. That's not something I do. And as for the last one, I won't make anybody fall in love. I tried that once, and it caused me nothing but grief for years. Exactly. Exactly that picture that you just put up there. Very nice. Apart from that, though, you're welcome to do whatever you like. So what'll it be?
Oh, we should ask him to bring bait back.
Hey,
More wishes.
no.
We could ask. We could wish for more wishes.
You can't wish for more wishes. That goes without saying.
But you didn't say it.
That wasn't in the rules.
Well, I just made another rule. There's now 4 rules. You can't ask for more wishes.
Well, if you can change the rules just like that, then you can change the rules so we could each get a wish.
You know, he does have a point for once.
Well, sure, I could, but I'm not going to.
But we answered your question.
But you weren't smart enough to answer it. I really wanted you to answer. However, you have 1 wish for all of you. And you can't ask for more wishes. Come up with something else.
What if we had a book and whatever we wrote into the book became true?
I don't think I like that idea.
Could he banish Abner Titanborn's soul into the beyond forever? That's not killing him. That's banishing him.
Putting him in another dimension.
Yeah, another plane. Forever.
You
Sealed
should
forever in a separate
send
plane.
him to Bates' homeworld.
Wait, what if we just wish for that staff that Abner's looking for so we can make sure he doesn't get it?
Oh, yeah.
But then he'll just find us and take it from us.
What if we ask him to destroy the staff?
If Abner is no longer a problem, there's no reason to get the staff. Abner is gone.
But what if someone else finds the staff?
Well, we tell him to destroy the staff.
We could still find the staff. But with Abner gone, we have to hurry a little bit less.
Well, I suppose that's true.
Destroy the staff?
No, banishing Abner to the nether.
Permanently to a separate plane of existence.
Ooh.
A suggestion. He looks up at you, Crumb. You know, big fella, you look like you could use a nice hat.
Stop.
No.
I don't like wearing hats. It touches my head funny and feels weird.
So banishing, yes.
Either
What if
that
we
or
for a really nice meal.
no.
Stop.
We don't need food.
I made the
so
best
either-
lunch I ever had.
Either wishing or using it to banish Abner, or since the DM guy seems to be trying to steer us away from that, maybe we wish for the knowledge to the immortality of Ganap over there.
What?
Or
What was
what if we ask for the immortality that Knap has?
Of what use is that?
We
Well,
could be immortal.
I
too.
I would appreciate the knowledge. It's kind of keeping me up at night. I haven't even known him that long, and I already know he's unusual.
So is it a being with the ability to grant any one wish that doesn't involve killing or reviving or...
What if we ask for him to get rid of all fishermen?
No.
Banish them.
Nope.
Well, Arpeggio, over the last few days, Arpeggio has informed me and educated me on the place of fish in the ecosystem, and fishermen is part of that thing. I think that would have irreparable harm to the world if we got rid of them. I look over at Arpeggio
Fishermen?
for confirmation.
That's correct. If we were to get rid of Abner Titanborn's soul, however, from this plane of existence, I think everyone would be better off.
All right, well, let's go. Let's go with that.
What if we made Salandfoot have a human body?
Stop.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, like, what if we made him look like...
How about we put it to a vote?
Please banish Abner Titanborn's soul to another plane of existence permanently. That is my final wish.
Well, I guess the deed's done.
But I kind of like the...
You already made the wish.
I don't know how this works. Does that work? Is that...
So we have to vote on it?
And I stare at the leprechaun. Fifth just stares at the leprechaun.
He looks at you and then looks around. Well, I did say it was... I will do that if that's what you want, but I did say it was a communal thing. So I'll give you one more chance to decide that's exactly what you want, and if that's what you want, then that's what I'll do.
Shay? Eliba?
Shay doesn't get a vote here.
Oh,
She
right.
chose not to
doesn't
participate.
Elva's
So,
all for it. Yep, whatever Fitz says.
Elba, you okay to get Sir Plantman to be a human?
No.
She looks at you, Crumb. And then she looks at you, Fifth.
Nope.
No, sorry. It does sound like a good idea. If he wasn't here, then, he would cause a lot of the problems would go away. The only thing that I would say is, what if he had magic to come back?
I said permanently.
Well, yes, permanently, yes.
Could ask for 100 gold.
Nope. Magic to come back.
Navarre pulls
What
out
if-
Salandford.
What if we had
asked
the
him.
magic to banish him whenever we pleased? We could
That
wish
sounds-
for us
That
to
sounds
have
a lot
this
less
magic.
convenient. How about we word it like this? Let's banish him to another pocket dimension, surrounded by guards who have the ability to siphon off all of his magic at will. So anytime he tries to cast a spell, it automatically just zaps it away. Kind of like a anti-magic zone, if you will.
Oh, or we could, and I look at Elba, we could wish for Fifth to really feel his feelings.
Yes! That's my vote! I changed my vote! That's my vote!
Hold on. At this point, she would already be aware of a couple of things.
No, yeah, you're right. She would. Yeah, that would be the old Eleva. It's been a couple weeks. She
It's
wouldn't.
been a few weeks.
She wouldn't do that. She would still stick with fifth. As much as I really want to play that out, you have a very valid point.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be pre-marriage Elba.
Yep.
We could wish for
I really like
all
as a
of
player.
the squash that we would ever need.
As a player, I really like the idea of making Sir Lanford into a character,
I know.
having him run it like a sidekick. I think that's
Except-
hilarious.
Except if he had a body, he's just he's not actually sentient, so it would just be a corpse. We'd just be
What if
getting a
though?
corpse.
Well, would it though, or would it be like a like kind of like a construct, like be like another Warforged, but it can
I mean,
only its only
Intelligence
form of
of a one.
communication. Yeah, its only form of communication is
All of its stats are
Eight
one.
balls.
it's 8-ball.
I mean, there is some sort of sentience. I mean, he was able to bridge the gap to the spirit world to see Kane.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I
Either way,
forgot that it actually did something. I forgot that the tree was actually something.
either way, I think the vote stands to banish Titanborn Abner's soul to another dimension.
With guards that sap his magic. Or to remove his magic entirely. Permanently.
Oh, what if we put him in a magic bag of holding in another dimension?
I believe he explodes.
What happens if you put a bag of holding in another bag of holding while you're already on the astral plane?
I guess you just get sent to a random point in the astral plane.
That's a little less traumatic then. Wormhole.
What if we put him in a magic bag of holding and he just can't get out?
Imprison him in a bag of. What if he just gets out? Apparently, I can't just say permanently and have it be permanent.
I mean, I already made a suggestion there.
I liked the guards. Yes, I would go with that.
And the guards have to look like fishermen.
Deal.
Sure.
If that gets you to vote with us, deal.
That way, all the fishermen are out there with him and not here with us. Yep.
No, not all of them. Just the guards that can siphon his magic away will look like fishermen.
They'll
That
be
was
fishermen
also
that have
my,
magic. Wait, we don't want to give fishermen magic. What if they look like fish?
That works. They will be fish
Yes.
that will attack any fishermen that get too close.
They were talking fish.
Deal.
And only them, they're the only ones that can talk to him while he's in his prison.
And they immediately they form an anti-magic field. Won't he kill them and then the field is gone? Don't we want better guards than fish?
No, they just look like fish.
Are they giant fish that can swallow him at a moment's notice?
I don't know. I'm not making them.
I think we can.
What
Can we
if
put all
he's
these modifiers
inside of
into
a
the
fish?
wish?
What if he's inside of a fish?
I mean,
Dimension fish?
Yeah.
Imprisoned within a pocket dimension fish, surrounded by guards that sap his magic constantly, so that he cannot do magic.
Right, is that your wish then? Is that what you decide?
Yes?
And if he escapes for whatever reason,
he will automatically be pulled back in.
and we get a text message. I don't know what that is. I just remember Bate talking about something about text messages. But we
Okay,
should get one of
sure.
those.
Deal.
But only if he escapes. But then he has to get back in. But we get a text message. Do you know what a text message is, Fifth?
What?
Fifth, do you know? Did Bate ever tell you about his text messages? Did I say that right? Fifth did beta.
Perhaps.
Yeah, it's something about like people can talk to you when they're far away. But it's only words.
A message spell is similar to this.
Yeah, but he made the text message sound so cool and fast. So we should do that.
But the message spell is virtually instant.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's our wish.
Okay.
Our wish is to end this campaign super early. Not on purpose. This is just in character. Like, logically, what else would I wish for in character?
So I will do that, and I will say with the caveat of the greater the wish, the greater the likelihood that something goes wrong. So the more complex you make the wish, it may or may not be to exactly the specifications that you want. That's specifically from Roll20 as far as describing what a wish does.
We could ask for 100 gold.
So, I mean, I will, from the DM perspective in the wish spell, that's the way that I see it. As the more conditions and the more stipulations that happen, that's not going to be a guarantee exactly every single thing will happen according to the wish. Essentially, the more complex and the more conditions you would like, the more of a percentage that something may or may not go wrong.
Okay. But we don't know that as characters, so
Right. Exactly. I'm just
with that knowledge shared, I would change it to just banish Abner with his magic sealed and unusable. That's nice and simple.
Or even just remove his magic permanently. Like, it's the wish spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
What if we put his magic in a jar and hid it in a well? Wells are hard to get things out of. I have a hard time fitting in wells.
make him incapable of casting magic forever. Is that a thing? That's simpler than even banishing. There's no soul movement or anything. We just steal his magic forever.
What if he never even learned magic?
All right. Very well. So what will it be? Is that your wish? You want me to cast a wish spell to take away this Abner's person's magic forever?
Abner Titanborn.
Abner Titanborn.
Wait.
Is that spelled with 2 R's?
Or is it bad bait?
Is it bad bait? Is that his name?
No. It's Abner Titanborn.
I don't think you need to know the spelling for the casting of the spell.
Very well.
This is called GM Jared trying to save his campaign from an overcalculation.
He's like, oh crap, I gave him a wish.
From unexpected players once again throwing him for a loop.
You could have just simplified your leprechaun to give us gold.
Nope, I will stick to it. This is what we did. This is what I did.
I'm honestly thinking that he didn't think we'd solve the riddle.
Or he was hoping Krem would screw it up.
Pretty much. Either way. Well, I didn't. Well, I tried. That's the stipulations that I put didn't quite count for that, but I will take it. That's what I did, so that's what we'll do.
Yep.
So that's what you want. That's what you want then. Take away the magical abilities from this. You want me to just take away the magical abilities of this Abner Titanborn fella?
His ability to use any magic whatsoever, including magic through magical items, just any magic. No magic for him forever.
All right. So it is said. So let it be done. And he looks at you, and he starts to kind of mutter some words, and then you see this bright flash that goes in front of you as you are all impacted, as you feel this great power surge out of the leprechaun that shoots out and it flies out into the world. And you can tell that some great magic has been performed. And as you look down to see what has happened after this flash that temporarily blinds you, you see that the leprechaun has disappeared.
Where did he go? I checked my bag to see if I got an extra 100 gold.
You did not.
Oh, he cheated us!
Well, that was fun nonetheless.
So do we return to the keep?
Let's head on back. No, let's just keep going on our journey.
Should we
We
tell
could
Ezra
tell
what
that
happens?
we could tell that the wizard guy. What was his name again?
Ezra.
Amber.
Yes. Ezra Abercrombie. We could tell him about what happened here. Maybe he'll have an idea.
I still have the stone, so I can talk to him, right?
Yeah.
Hey, wizard guy.
Yes, what is it, Grub?
I think we fixed all the problems. It's all done now.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Alright.
because we met a leprechaun, and he said some words, and then he gave us a wish, and we wished for there to be no magic with bad bait. And then the leprechaun said, okay, then he left. But actually, I wanted 100 gold, but he didn't give me 100 gold. I checked my pockets when he was done, and it wasn't there. And I'm really sad about that. I also thought it would be fun to, make it so there were no fishermen in the world, but that didn't happen either, and it kind of cheated us. And I just don't understand why he left all of a sudden. But anyway, I think we took care of all the things. And anyway, do you want some squash?
Well, I'm sure that happens, but maybe you should go back to bed, Crumb.
No, it did happen. I saw the leprechaun with my own eyes.
I'm sure you did.
And
Crumb.
even Green Skull saw it with his trustworthy left eye, but and his somewhat untrustworthy right eye. You could even ask them.
Okay. Well, good job. Good job, Crumb, for solving the world's problems. I'll see you back at the town.
Okay,
Shay,
I think you owe me a drink.
This is out of character because I don't know what's talking, but unless Crumb is voicing his conversation out loud because he doesn't know.
Yeah, he's not very good at just having conversations in his head, so he's talking out loud to himself.
Shay?
Shay, do you want to relay that to Ezra that Crumbs isn't hallucinating this time?
This time.
Are we done with the wish?
Oh yes, we made it. We made the wish. We wished for Abner Titanborn's magic to be sealed forever.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ezra, we did see a leprechaun.
Wait. It's true?
Yeah, I told you.
saw a
He
leprechaun.
did not give me 100 gold. It's true. That guy can't even
Right.
believe him.
Yes, but what? Is everything he said true? I never know with him.
With
I'm
who?
always
Crumb?
truthful. I always tell the truth.
Crumb
Yes.
is telling the truth
I always tell the truth.
Wait. So
right now.
you're serious that the Abner Titanborn no longer can perform magic?
I don't know.
Well, that was the wish
Uh,
specifically.
That was the wish. There was a big flash of light, and next thing we know is the leprechaun was gone.
I see. I did feel some sort of power shift, but at this point, I don't know what may or may not have happened. I'll leave it up to you if you want to go back, or if you want to come back here and we figure out what to do next.
I'm coming back. I'm not going back to that keep. Mm-mm.
Very well. I will do what I can to see what has happened.
Sounds good.
then maybe you should give that stone to somebody else.
I'll take it, Shay. I mean, yeah, Shay. I was like, wait.
What are you taking?
The stone.
What stone?
Shay's stone.
I think I'll keep mine.
The wizard said to give her stone to someone else.
I say.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'll take it. Or I guess you could give it to, Oh, sorry, hold on. What's the kobold's name?
Knap.
Yep.
Yeah, you could give it to Gnap. He could hold it for you.
I'll hold on to mine.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll hold it if you get tired of holding it. I'm happy to hold it for you.
Okay, thank you.
This whole time, I'm still like holding it so that the wizard can be hearing this conversation.
Yeah. Just never mind. We'll see you when you come back. Goodbye.
Okay.
And he cuts the connection.
Well, let's head out before the sun goes down.
All right.
Onward we go.
Okay.
Shay starts walking.
All right. So you guys start to leave and you start to begin traveling again. And I think that's where we're going to end it.
So, Jack,
Yay!
Since we just
set up a new
completely
quest.
nuked your campaign,
Maybe not.
you're gonna have to figure out the ramifications of what just happened.
Yep. I mean, you made the logical choice. I don't regret it. It is what it is.
Yep,
And then we'll see what happens.
Is.
that's what makes D&D fun.
Yep. I mean, there's plenty of ways. Well, there are ways to figure out what's going to happen. Or there's a whole other line with Jonathan stuff. So that's. I'm not going to. Either way, whatever happens, whatever I decide, is not going to end the campaign. There's still lots of other avenues we can take. So
There's more
That's fair.
threats in the world,
Yes, Crumb, there is more.
like fishermen.
But I fish for food.
But aren't you part fish?
Yes, I am part fish, but I
Crumb,
also eat
fish-
the fish too.
Fish eat other fish. The bigger fish eat the little ones.
There's
This
always
is
a bigger fish.
completely a new revelation to Crumb. What? It never occurred to him that fish eat other fish.
I went and caught fish before creepy bait came in.
Wait, are you a fisherman?
And you were
too?
eating it while they were having a little interesting fight. And then creepy bait came in and
Shay, are you telling me you're a fisherman too?
yeah.
Wouldn't she be a fisherwoman?
Yeah.
Which is different than a fisherman.
Oh, you're right. Hadn't thought about that
Even though I can't sweat, I wipe sweat from my brow. And having dodged this bullet.
What have you done?
Saved his brain from getting worse.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm glad he's right. I was really worried. I mean, because you don't act like the fisherman. But I guess that makes sense because you're not a fisherman.
With how much he hates
You're a
fishermen, I don't want him trying to attack you in your sleep.
Well, I would never attack her. We just can't trust them.
But you can trust
Dude.
her.
Oh, yes. I trust her.
Anyways,
Is it evening now?
Yep. Time to camp.
Are we just
All
gonna,
right.
Jared? Are we just gonna go to where we've set up camp for the night again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna? Are you gonna? Are we journeying? Are we gonna make it back to town in this
No, you're
evening? Or
the session. No, you're not even
Session
close.
over. We're done.
session over? Right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
session's over. You stop to camp, and that's where we'll end it before you actually go to sleep.
Before we go to sleep. Awesome.
And that's our thing for this week. Goodbye, listeners.
Thanks for
All
listening. Us,
One of you. Goodbye, I guess, future
the
Dane.
5 people that listen to this.
Future Dane.
The future versions of ourselves who are listening to this.
The future me thinks the current you.
From the future.
From the future. Ooh. Has the recording actually stopped, or is all this still part of it?
And now we conclude. Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.